Hello. I'm just going to show you a little bit about created recipes. Okay, so it is a function of something we can use with Cookidoo 3.0. So I'm going to share my screen. I've actually got the wrong thing up behind there. Hold on. Oops, let me just grab the right thing up there first. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. I'll just put myself up there in the corner. So in our amazing Cookidoo, we can add in our own recipes. So we can go to My Recipes, and you can see we've created up here just actually means you created collections, but created recipes are here. So I had a little bit of a play with a couple of people last night, but I think I needed to do a better job than I did last night, and the internet wasn't very good. So I thought I'd show you and record this so it's a little bit better. So these are some of the recipes that I put in there, and the irony of it is I'm not a big bread eater, but these are there are a few things in here. These are the hot cross buns that the Tangjong hot cross buns that Irene made last week, and she said they were still soft a week later. So that one actually imported from Cookidoo, the Tangjong milk bread, and then Irene helped me with the hot cross bun bit. So it's just a combination of the two. All right, so you can either, what is actually really important to tell you, so I'm going to stop sharing for this. You can either, the only recipes you can actually import or you can get into Cookidoo are, you can tweak your own Cookidoo with the Cookidoo recipes already, and that's super easy to do. Upload them from the Thermomix recipe community or put your own in. Now that means, family heirloom recipes or your favorite this and that you want to convert to Thermomix. On my YouTube channel, there actually is a video on all about converting to Thermomix from normal. So have a look at that. I'm going to come back into the screen here, and what I thought I'd actually do, and this is a really good thing. So this yogurt we put in last night, Kelly wanted to make it, but she wanted to do the tip or the trick at the bottom. So I'm going to find pumpkin soup because I actually like the Asian variation of pumpkin soup. So if you didn't know, when you hop into a recipe and you scroll to the bottom, it will give you variations. And here we have the Asian style pumpkin soup and the extra bits that you add in. So I've got to go and grab my phone because I forgot I needed that. But you can see down here too, you can add it to create a recipe. So whilst it's doing that, I'm going to go and grab my phone. Okay, I'm back. So the reason that I wanted to grab my phone, excuse the whopping in the background there, is because I need to find the recipe on my phone. So I've got the so I've got those variations at hand, so it's easy to change. So I don't want to change the title, I don't want to change the image, that's fine, all that's fine. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to edit a little bit of this, because in the bottom, my tweaks, it's the Asian style. Oh, I should actually call it the Asian style one. So I will actually just try to find the tweaks at the bottom here. Okay, I'm going to call it the Asian style. So I am going to change it. Okay, I'm going to go here, Asian style pumpkin soup, confirm. Okay, so I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to check. So the ingredients I need to add, I'm going to edit this. So I need to click on here, and I'm actually going to get rid of the pouring cream. Actually, no, I'll leave that for a minute. I definitely don't need the basil. Okay, so I'm going to delete that. All right, but I need to add some more ingredients, and what I'm going to add is 2 centimeter cube fresh ginger peeled. Okay, so that's good. I also need to add as an ingredient 1 small red chili, red or green. This is why it's good to have 2 devices working at the same time. De-seeded if preferred. Okay. I also need 2 sprigs of fresh coriander. Fresh coriander. Oh, that's that. And I also need, oops, not too many there. Also need 1 stalk of lemongrass, white parts only. And so that's good. So I don't need that one. I can delete that ingredient. And what I'm going to do is come up here, and I don't want whipping cream. I'm actually going to change that to coconut cream. Okay, so that's done. Now, those extra ingredients actually go in pretty early on. So what I'm going to do is change the order. So I want to move that up here somewhere. That goes in with my onion. Okay, got my lemongrass in there. I need this to go up as well. Oops, I missed that one. You've got to have a look and see where the little green line is. Okay, so that's good. The coriander's up there. My chili is going up there because that's an ingredient near the beginning. And so is my ginger. Okay, so they're all there. So now I've got to edit on this side. So that's done. So that's okay. I'm going to put, so it's 1 brown onion to the mixing bowl. Oops, hang on, I've got to click something up here. So that bit's done. All right, then I'm coming 1 brown onion, and it's actually got in here 1 brown onion. So I'm actually going to put, oh, here we go. Add that in as a, so I'm going to get rid of that. 1 brown onion cut into halves. I'm going to add 2 centimeters cubes. There's no more scales with this. 2 centimeters cube. Fresh ginger peeled. 1 small red or green chili de-seeded if preferred. And the reason I'm doing this is because you know how you can go back and look at a recipe. It's much harder to do this way when you're doing the creative recipes. 2 sprigs coriander and 1 stalk of lemongrass into the mixing bowl and chop 3 seconds speed 5 straight down the sides. So, okay, so that's done. So basically we're doing all the rest is the same, but here we are adding, all right, so we're going to take, we're not putting the cream, we actually want, okay, that's interesting, 30 grams of coconut cream. And I'm going to take that out because I don't want that coming up on the screen. So let's go back in there, cream. Okay. Let's delete that. Let's go in here. Let's go. If I scroll down here, I've got my 30 grams of coconut cream. That's the way to do it. It's a bit of a learning curve. There we go. So that's basically it. So now I've got my Asian style pumpkin soup in there. I've got my ingredients in there. I've got the extra ingredients that had to be put in there. That's all ready to go. So next time I want to make my Asian style one, it's, oh, I don't want the basil in there, do I? Get rid of the basil. You could garnish with coriander, I guess, couldn't you? coriander, and serve hot. All right. Now, I'm just checking that I've got the right ingredients in here. I've got the black pepper. Yeah, cool. Confirm. All right. So what we're going to do next is just literally go to the screen of, oh, hang on, better stop sharing. And I'm now going to look at the screen of the Thermomix. I'm going to go into my recipes. I'm going to go to creative recipes. And then we have Asian style pumpkin soup in there straight away. I've got a little bit of internet. Here we go. Start cooking. So when you use this, you just press the arrows as usual. But when it's something that's got to be weighed, you press the scales. And it's going to tell you it's 1 gram onion, approximately 180 grams, and the scales come up. Then you click off the scales. You come down here. What else have we got down there? And it's got chop for 3 seconds, speed 5. You go onto here. It's got the 3 seconds, and it tells you go chop speed 5. Turn to speed 5. Then you go to the next one. Add your butter, and you're going to saute. So again, you come in here. This is the speed. This is the function one, if you like. 3 minutes, 120 degrees. You just got to turn that to speed 1. So it is very similar to the guided cooking. It's definitely being guided. Here we go. So with the chopping, you can either go in this way, or if you click on there, it will take you to the same spot. All right. It's slightly more clunky than the other one, but it's, you know, it will save you time. Add the water. Oh, add the water. Okay. Yeah, 500 grams of water and 1 tablespoon of vegetable stock. Perfect. And then you're going to cook it for 20 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1. Then you're going to add 30 grams of coconut cream. And then you're going to blend. Turn speed selected to speed 5. Well, in the thing it actually says turn up slowly, so you just got to remember that. And you should know that anyway, that whenever you're blending something hot, you go gradually to speed 9. Season to taste and serve hot. That's it. So that is how you adapt one from the recipe from the Cookidoo, importing that. Now I'm going to go and find, here we go. Back to me here. I'm going to share my screen. So now I've gone into the Thermomix recipe community. And if you didn't know about this before, it's available. It's just free. If you want to add your own recipe, you do need to create an account to be able to do that. I do have some in there, but it's such a long time ago, I've forgotten what they were. No, I have actually uploaded an Asian chicken salad into mine that I converted. So this gets a lot of wraps. So, you know, we get these weekly things about, you know, most cooked recipes, and the Better Than Sarah Lee banana cake often comes up. So I thought, why not show you how to do this one? So you can see down here, this is how it would be. You can print that off if you want to do that. But here we now have the option to add to Cookidoo. So I'm adding it from the recipe community to Cookidoo. But there is a bit of work to be done here. So we've got everything in one line here. And what I need to do is to break it up a little bit. So it's got 1, 2. So after, oh, hang on, edit. Okay, after that, I'm going to press enter. That gives me step number 2. So I need to look at this and I'm going, okay, I've got to weigh my sugar. So I'm going to add my raw sugar in there. I've got to weigh my, let's take the sugar out. I've got to weigh my butter. So, well, hang on, where's my butter? There it is. And if you can't see it there, you can just type it in, okay? We've got how many eggs? 2 eggs. So I'm going to put this on here. Otherwise, if you don't have it all spelt out, you're going to go, how many eggs was it? Right, the banana, 250 grams, okay. So I'm going to weigh the overripe bananas. I'm going to delete banana here. And the vanilla is just 2 teaspoons. So 2 teaspoons of vanilla into the bowl. And then we're going to mix for 50 seconds, speed 5.5. Okay. 50 seconds. Oh, hang on, seconds. 50 seconds. And the speed, we're not cooking, so we don't need to turn that on. If we were, we would find this and you'd have a look in there. All right. Speed 5.5. Okay, that's done. So now I'm going to delete those little bits behind there that said exactly that. And you can see now I'm at step number 3. And actually I'm going to go down and I'm going to speed 4. Step number 4 is here. Just might make it a little bit easier. The middle comes out in the middle. I missed there. Anyway, so that should be 5. It's a little bit complicated. All right, add remaining ingredients. Now, on the screen of your Thermomix, if you don't list these ingredients, they will not show up, and that is extremely frustrating. So we need to look here and we need to add them. So we're going add, and we want 120 grams of milk. So we'll look down here. Oh, where's our milk gone? It's interesting. Oh, there it is, the milk. Okay, so we've added our milk. We've got the vanilla, we've got the butter. We want the 1 teaspoon of bicarb. Bicarb. What else is down here on this list? 225 grams of self-raising flour. So I'm going to just go down here, 220, there it is, self-raising flour. And I'm just going to quickly flick back into this recipe because I think, from what I remember, we've got icing in here as well, and I don't want to add the icing ingredients in too, so it's worth having the recipe there. So let's have a look. So the icing is the cream cheese, the 40 grams of butter, the icing sugar. So I've got in there everything that it said. We've got the sugar, the eggs, the bananas. We had that, the milk before, the extract, and the butter, the bicarb, and the SR flour. So we come back in here and we get rid of that because that was all the extra ones that we needed. And we're going to mix for 1 to 20 seconds, speed 4. Okay. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go this. I'm going to put 20 seconds because I'm thinking that that's, unless it's 1 minute 20. Let's go back in here. It's quite good to have this. No, it just says 1 to 20 seconds. All right, 20 seconds, speed 4. And that's done. So now I can delete the bits after that because I've got that until just combined. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to place it into the oven and bake for 35 minutes. Oh, we haven't done anything about a tin, have we? Let's go back in here and see if there's anything about a tin. Grease and line sliced tin. Oh, it's there. Didn't see it. All right, place it in the oven and bake for 35 minutes or until a skewer comes out clean from the middle and allow to cool completely. We'll just put that there. If making in advance, now we have the icing down here. Okay, so we just need to defrost. Okay, icing. So here we're going to place the butter. So we're going to weigh the butter, and this is where we want the 40 grams of butter. I'm going to find it. It's going to, it's there. No, it's flicking through too quickly. All right, well, so we'll go 40 grams of butter. Oh, there it is. 40 grams of butter. We want the cream cheese, so we want to get rid of the butter. We want to add the cream cheese. So that's 80 grams. Oops. 80 grams of cream cheese. Yep. So we then get rid of this behind here. We don't need that. And the lemon juice, 2 teaspoons. Of lemon juice into the mixing bowl. All right, then we're going to mix on speed 4 with no time attached. Okay, so just going to go to speed 4. Interesting. No, it's not going to let me do that. Okay, once all combined, slowly start at, okay, so let's just do this down here. So mix on speed 4 with no time attached. I'm going to have to put a time in there to allow me to actually do that. Interesting. Might just have to change the wording a little bit. So I'm going to go, it's going to be, let's go 1 minute. Speed 4. Okay, and I'm going to tick that. All right. And I'm going to go until combined. Until combined. Okay. Once all combined, slowly start to add the icing sugar. So I think before this, we're going to add another step. And to do that, we're going to do this, and we're going to go bowl onto lid of, whoops, onto lid of mixing bowl and weigh in 195 grams of icing sugar. Okay, and what I'm going to do is actually move that, so I can do that here, change the order like we did with the ingredients in the previous one. I'm going to put it up here. Oops, I'm going to go there. All right, so, and I'm going to edit this. Oh, that's done. I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to go in capital letters. Icing. So that's all right. Icing sugar put aside. So we've got that icing sugar weighed out rather than having to try and weigh it in as we go. So I'm going to get rid of this icing thing there. Once all combined, start slowly to add the icing sugar through the hole in the top. Mix until completely smooth. All right, so we're going to have to mix here on speed 4. I'm going to put in, 1 minute. There we go. Or until completely and smooth. All right, so I've had to just have a little bit of a play around with that recipe. We'll go into the computer in a minute. It's always worth then having a look on the TM6. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to come back to TM6 here. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to my recipes, created recipes. And it's coming. Better necessarily banana cake. Well, cake is there. I'm not quite sure what's happened to the picture, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. Might just be a bit of uploading to do. So preheat the oven, that's easy. Place 150 grams of raw sugar, 120 grams of butter, and 250 grams of overripe bananas halved. And 2 teaspoons of milk in the bowl, and then we're going to chop for 50 seconds on speed 5.5. So that's all good. Add 120 grams of milk. You just see. Yeah, and the 225 grams of self-raising flour. and then you're going to mix for 20 seconds on speed 4. All good so far. Place into the oven, bake for 35 minutes. Maybe I need to put transfer into prepared tin or something. And there we go. Then we got to the icing. Put the bowl onto the lid of the ice of the weigh in the 195 grams of icing sugar. Then we're going to place the butter and the cream cheese in the bowl with the 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. And then we're going to go 1 minute on speed 4 until combined. And then we're going to go through here and we're going to mix again, slowly adding the sugar through, but it's set up there again, 1 minute speed 4, remembering that this is until combined as well. This recipe makes about 20-ish decent sized pieces in the slice tin. There you go. So the only thing I would do is actually go back into that recipe. I don't know why that picture, maybe it's just my internet. I'm not quite sure why that hasn't, I'm sure it was there before. Anyway, I'll find a picture of the Better Than Sara Lee banana cake, but what I want to do is just add pour cake mixture into, I'm going to edit here. So oops, caps lock on. Pour cake mix into prepared tin. That'll do. I could just right, then we're going to just move it, change the order, and that's going to come up here. There it is. I could have just put that in front of here, really, if I wanted to, or after that. But there you go. It's all done. Actually, I might just do that. That's done there. So just combined. Full cake mix into prepared tin. So then that's done. And then what I can do is come here and I can delete that step. It doesn't want me to at the moment. Oh yeah, steps deleted. Confirm. All right, so all I've got to do is just find a bit of a recipe, a picture. I can go online, find a picture for that and just upload it. So why don't I see if I can do that now? Better Than Sara Lee banana cake Thermomix. So a picture. Oh, it's going to give me that same picture. So what I can do is just take a screenshot of that. Hopefully you can still see this. But I'm just going to take a screenshot. Okay, I'm going to save it on my computer. I'm just going to go into pictures. Just do Sara Lee. Hopefully I can find it there in a minute easily. Then I'm going to come back to here on Cookidoo. I'm going to change my image. I'm going to browse. I'm going to go into my pictures. I'm going to go Better Than. Oh no, I knew this would be it's a little bit dangerous. Better Than. I don't know why that didn't work. Anyway, you get the gist of it. You can upload your own pictures. All right. So hopefully that's helpful. Feel free to get in touch if you need anything, but that should give you a good start. Thanks. Bye.